job number J-20226550-2. We're accessing the drain system through a 3-inch PVC stack cleanout tee that's been installed in an existing 3-inch cast iron drain stack. We are at 108 feet looking at the connection to the private on-site main sewer on the condo property. This is located outside underneath some sidewalks in the condo complex. This has been previously located and marked with paint and flags. Pipe material is clay, small root at 107 at the Y connection. Another small root formation at 103. Another root at 100. Looks like some grease buildup is hanging in that massive root. Little ball is suspended. Another root at 97. Root at 91. Small root penetration at 88. Small root at 85. Root mass at 82. Offset up at an angle at 79. Also visible roots on the offset there at 79. Small root coming up the offset at a 45-degree angle, 78. Rather large root mass on the 45-degree angle offset at 75. Top of the offset at 73 to 79. Roots there at 73. small route at 68. Large route at 66. Large route at 65. Couple of 45-degree turns. Another route at 64. Another route at 63. Another route at 62. Very small root penetration remaining at 59, pretty well cut back. Y connection at 58. Small route remaining at 57. Y connection at 56. Rip visible coming in from that Y connection at 56. Route at 55. Small route remaining at 48.
Ready?
We've got a Y, well, either looks like a Y or a hard to tell right now what this is, if it's a Y or a void in the side of the pipe, but there's certainly something looks a little bit irregular there at 38. yet to be determined. Once looking at it closer, we can sort of see at the top the recess of the Y from probably about 1 o'clock position to over to the 9 o'clock position, but there definitely looks to be a little bit of root hanging in the Y, so we'll call that a Y with some root. Another Y at 34. And some root at 34. Small root remaining at 31. Small root at 27. Of note here is we have persistent water pooling. Really no significant water flowing right now, but we do have water ponding. Downstream end of the pooling water tapers off. Here where we see the little small ripples is the downstream end of this pooling water section. At 25 feet. We go upflow, the water pooling gets progressively deeper. What was noticed when we first cambered the drain from this access point was a lot of solids were sitting around here. Toilet paper in number 2, which explains, once we ran some water we were able to flush the solids out. However, the pooling water remains pretty significantly. And we have a small root there at 18. Looks to be about a fourth full of water. The pooling water is not due to debris. Because we flushed the debris out, there's just liquid sitting there. So we seem to have a notable pitch issue with this portion of the building drain. Our Y connection from the common drain here at 17 feet. branching off to the condo's drain piping. Going at the base of the stack, transitions to 3-inch cast iron plate. Access through the relatively newly installed cleanout tee on the unit. Laundry tub, washing machine are over there. Stack is here. We got a floor drain right next to the laundry tub in our laundry area. Sent the camera back in with a little bit of water running at the sink or the laundry tub to observe our flow characteristics here. And we certainly have some areas here where the water pools quite a bit. The system does drain down after the water stops running, so we'll note those areas now. As a reference, we're back to the 245-degree turns, which is in the condo unit closest to the road of the condo address. Here we have expected water characteristics that we'd want to see. Just a moderate stream of water on the bottom of the piping. The water is certainly more elevated through this section now that we got some water running. As we search forward, we see the waves happening. About 40 here, it gets to a better, more normal stream level with when the pipe has a good angle, a good pitch. When the water was shut off, about 25 was where the cooling water stopped, but when we have the water running from 25 to 40, the water is elevated here. We do have a spacer bushing on the end of the camera head. Try to elevate a little bit. So from this Y, there's a little small break in the ponding. So as we can see at the beginning of these rapids from 34 to 40, there's a section of moderate pooling. Here we have a little break in the ponding. Expected water levels that we would want to see. We have our other noted cooling section. See the water kind of waving up to about 27, so it's more like 17 to 27 instead of 17 to 25 as earlier viewed. Pass through this section, the water a bit deeper, branching off of the shared line into the condo's drain branch. Access through the cleanout T.